Is Ram a reliable pickup truck for you to buy? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Happy Saturday, good afternoon. Hopefully you guys having a wonderful day. So if you plan on buying a Ram or a Ram 1500, whatever you want to call, I'm going to be explaining to you guys, is this truck brand a reliable brand? But there's a lot of things, in fact, there's a lot of things to keep in mind when you are planning on buying a Ram truck. There's certain things you want to there's certain stuff you want to be able to stay away from. So I'm going to be explaining to you guys exactly what that is. If you're here for your first time on the channel, this is my 2014 Dodge Ram that's right behind me. It is a used truck. Bought this truck about maybe a year and a half, going on 2 years ago, and it has right now about 150,000 miles on the dash, and she most definitely been holding me down for a very, very long time. Not that much issue, but I'm gonna give you guys my full honest opinion on this. I'm not just gonna try to get you guys to buy one of these trucks, because without me being honest, I'm gonna tell you guys the good and I'm gonna tell you guys like the bad. So to give you guys the full real rundown, and I try to, tell you lies and stuff like that, but this is the truth. Is Ram a reliable truck brand, or Ram 1500? Now, there's a lot of things that you really want to keep in mind when you are trying to find a good Ram 1500 pickup trucks. Now, I wouldn't say, to be real with you guys, I wouldn't say every brand, like every year model Ram 1500 is reliable, but now hear me out. Now, there's some that are reliable and there's some that you definitely want to stay away from. And this is what I really think. Being a Ram owner, this is not my first, this is not my second. This is my third Ram 1500 that I have owned. And there's a reason why I stick with the Ram 1500. Now I didn't have like a 4th generation Ram. A couple years back, I had 2 3rd generation Ram 1500s, and that's coming from a different year and model and stuff like that. Now, and the reason why I honestly went with my 2014 Ram is because not just the fact that this is still one of the best trucks that Ram came out with that you could still own, and also is a very, very, at a very affordable price. You don't have to spend over 30K to be able to have one of these trucks. And now, here's the thing, right? Now, Ram definitely, there is some Ram 1500 trucks out there that have transmission issue. Now, majority of them have like the famous Hemi and lifter issue. Now they all honestly, because they all have the 5.7 Hemi, like the 1500 models, they all have like 5.7 Hemis and stuff like that, and there's a V8. Majority of the time, there's like 90% of them that experience that issue. But sometimes, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that if you go buy a brand new Ram truck, your truck gonna have that issue. Sometimes there's way that you can avoid that if you just simply just keep up with your regular maintenance. Now, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but that's just one of the things to keep in mind when you are planning on buying one of these trucks. It all really comes down to your maintenance. Now, reliability. This is the main topic that we're gonna be talking about. So, honestly, how reliable this truck been for me for going on 2 years. I wouldn't say like a year, a couple months, about to be 2 years now. Now, this is true story, I've only spent the most on this truck for repair, like far as something breaking, or far as I wouldn't try to add that, but far as something like real serious that has like something under the hood, really haven't spent that much. I spent at least less than $1,000 within going on 2 years now. Now, don't get me wrong, I had stuff broke off, Like I had things broke because of the fact that, you know, obviously I lowered the truck, I had to change stuff and things like that. But that's not really like the truck itself issue. But as far as under the hood, like the main things, I haven't had any kind of major issue, because one thing I know about these trucks, if you keep up with like the maintenance, you'll be fine. Same thing, I will say, I wouldn't say this for every year, make and model. I would personally say that because there's some years and stuff like for the Ram 1500 that you want to stay away from. I believe it's like 2012, 2011 and stuff like that. But you can still get away with certain things. But far as towing, I never really towed with this truck like that, but I have towed some stuff. Overall, this is a 4-wheel drive Ram 1500 pickup truck, and this truck definitely is reliable, I'll say, because the fact that I've drove, like this is the truck I drive every day. I pretty much do everything with this truck, and I haven't had any kind of issue, major issue, such as, you know, check engine light coming on, or having some kind of transmission issue, or having any kind of major like stuff going on. And the crazy part, this is a used pickup truck. This is not brand new. I'm not the first owner. This truck has over, right now, almost 151, and I just hit 150. So I bought this truck when it had about somewhere around like 118, 118, 118, or 115, somewhere around there, which is consider a lot of miles for some people, over 100,000 miles. But for these trucks, I'll be honest, they pretty solid if you just do what is required to keep them going. Just a regular oil change, every now and then, regular maintenance, simple things like that would keep these trucks running for a while. And the most I've ever seen one of these trucks with the miles on there, not diesel, I've seen at least 300,000 plus with one of these trucks. Still stock trans, still running strong. I'm not saying that if you buy one of these trucks it's a guarantee, but right now, out of Chevy, Ford, what else? What's the other brands out there? Out of like the couple other brands out there right now, I'll say Ram 1500 is definitely the number one. Now, if you are gonna decide to buy yourself a Ram 1500, and you want to know, here's the thing that most people don't try to tell you. I feel like most people don't try to tell you this. Most people try to make it seem like these newer trucks, not just Ram in general, but these newer trucks now that they're building, majority of them trying to go like the electrical route and stuff like that. Now, that's starting to cause a lot of issue with them, and the fact that they don't build trucks no more for reliability, and pretty much they built trucks for, you know, comfort. I'll say comfort, that's the word I'll use. Comfort and stuff like that. They don't really build it for a man who's trying to use it to work with. So if you plan on buying a Ram 1500, what I could tell you is like the newer models, I wouldn't try to buy like the newer models, because number one, repair cost is going to be super expensive. Number two, from doing my research, there's a lot of newer trucks now. How they built them is, you know, they having a lot of recall, having a lot of major issue and stuff like that. Things like that, you really want to stay away. Now, this is what I think, for if you want to find yourself a reliable truck, Ram 1500, you better off buying like a little, maybe a couple years back, like a 4th generation. You can even do yourself like a 5th generation, but you want to really stay away from like the newer trucks. This is not just like Ram in general. I'm saying like any kind of truck brands out there. If you know, most of these trucks, like huge manufacturers out there, they really just building these trucks for looks, comfort, pretty much. Like that's like their main thing. They don't really care too much about reliability, because they want to take your money, and they're not really trying to look out for the people who's actually going to be buying these trucks and using them in their everyday life. So pretty much, so I personally think Ram is a reliable truck only if you buy like the older models. When I mean older model, I'm not saying like 2nd generation, 3rd. I mean those two still, but I'll say like more so 4th, 5th, even a 3rd generation Ram. I mean, if you want something real new though, which I can understand, you could buy yourself a new truck, but you just got to understand that there's things that's going to come with you having one of these newer trucks, because they tend to have a lot of issue, and it's very expensive with how they built them now, especially the fact that every car brand out there is pushing like the electrical and stuff like that, like having an electric vehicle, which me personally, I'm not really a big fan of, I'll be honest. That's why right now with my truck right now, I have the goal really with this truck, I'm really planning on keeping this truck long term, not just for the fact, for YouTube, for the fact that I want to be able to build something of my own, and just really be able to keep it for a long time. I feel like right now, these are one of the best, affordable, not overpriced pickup trucks that you could buy now, because like nowadays, like you guys see how the price for everything just is up, and not even a fact for cars, but a fact for trucks, prices are insane. Like if you're gonna buy a newer truck, a newer Ram, good luck, because price right now for newer Rams and stuff, it's crazy. Like I'm saying, like real crazy, even if you go on a used route, just for the fact that they like a 2024, 25, 23, they still asking for a shit ton of money, which is kind of insane to me. But if you guys really want to know, I told you guys the truth. I'm a Ram owner, so I wouldn't sit here and try to lie about anything about my truck. This truck, been very, very good to me for a long time. Now, I really haven't spent any kind of crazy money on maintenance with this truck, just because of the fact that I do like the simple things, and most people don't understand this about their vehicle. Like some people try to overlook this. It's like if you just do the simple things and just keep up with the maintenance like as you should, you'll be fine. But you definitely want to make sure, if you want to, you know, if you plan on buying one of these trucks, just always do your research, and the goal is for you to try to save yourself some money. So what I could tell you guys, I love my truck, man. This truck is definitely a keeper. I know it's a lot of things. Crazy thing is, before I got this truck, I've been I think it was about maybe at least like probably 3 years ago, I remember looking up one of these trucks to buy, and I was looking at a 2012 model, I think 2012, 2013, around there. It's the same model. I was looking around like trying to see, and I seen some good stuff, but I seen a lot of people complaining about the 4th generation Ram having trans issue, having multiple issues and stuff like that, and they are very, very expensive when things, you know, for maintenance and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the lifters, like the Hemi ticks, all that stuff is definitely not cheap to repair. But what I could tell you, if you really just routine your maintenance when you buy one of these trucks, of course I'll tell you, one advice I could tell you is just make sure you buy used, because you will save yourself a lot of money than buying it brand new. Mine personally, I got this truck for a reason, because obviously not just to make content, but the fact that I actually wanted a 2014 Ram. And it's crazy how it really happened with this truck. It happened in a way where it wasn't one of them things that I planned. And it's always good though. It's always good when you do something, and when something is not planned and it happened in a way, it's always a good reason behind that. But long story short, this truck is definitely reliable. Don't try to Ram is a reliable truck brand, I'll be honest. Not all of them, but at least like a good 85% of them, I say. A good 85% of them. One of the things too to keep in mind, if you buy used, look at the history of the vehicle. Look at pretty much the ownership. If they have a lot of owner and stuff like that, try to stay away from it. But it's me being real with you guys, giving you guys my honest opinion about the Ram 1500 vehicles, and definitely make sure you do more research though. But if you guys find this helpful, help your boy out, support the channel. If you are a Mopar guy, or if you into these 4th generation Ram, you like the mods and stuff, I'm definitely gonna be doing some mods to this truck soon. My real goal for this truck is the biggest mod, which is doing a swap, going from a 5.7 to a 6.4. It's one of the things I'm planning on doing with this truck. And you guys, definitely, if it's something you like, you're into things like this, definitely make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. Peace out.